Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sometimes Builds. Today we are at Uncle Charlie's property installing a Fimco Boomless ATV sprayer on the back of his Yamaha Side by Side. He had one before. It got clogged up. He's of course standing behind the camera like he usually.
That's what I'm supposed to stand.
One you had before, like it had boom arms on it, but it would always clog and oh no, it's a trailer.
It's a trailer.
Yeah, so you couldn't back up. You just couldn't back up with that little thing. So this is apparently, it's made for an ATV, but we can strap it to the back of this side by side on the bed and be able to spray, back up, spray again. So join us.
Why is the box half as heavy as this is?
So we got the tank. Looks nice and clean. That's not gonna last. Cap.
This is
The rear arm.
Rocket kit.
Cap for the top. Instructions. Nozzles. Looks like some straps. Power cable. Also, this came from Tractor Supply. How much was it?
I'm gonna say it was either, I think it was around $300, maybe $4.
So you get two brackets. You screw those two brackets to the base.
I guess it's halfway done.
So the bracket has these little clamps on it, and it looks like the clamps hold the boom on. So the L brackets right here slide into this, and this clamps down to hold them. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of like a quick release, or it can be. What we thought were supposed to be for the four-wheeler cage on the back really holds the bar onto these L brackets. So these have fasteners. I think it was a 13, and you tighten that to that. You put on the nozzles here and then directed them where you want them to go. Nozzle on the other side. Of course, the nozzle in the middle was already on there. I think you just attach the pressure gauge to the back.
Yep, there's one opening, and that's where you put it.
So, it says here, the end nozzle information. This nozzle mounting stem has a ratcheting motion, and for proper optimal spray coverage, nozzle must be at a 15-degree angle. So he is attaching the input hose to the boom, and that goes right to the other only open valve.
This is the boom output.
It's labeled boom output.
It's labeled boom.
So now we're just going to fill this with water and then see how it sprays. Charlie is taking the, it has like clamps that go on the battery, positive, negative. He's going to connect that, so we'll just do some test sprays. We're eventually going to run it to one of the switches within the cab of the side-by-side, but that'll be a sometime project. So here on the top, this is where there's two screws, and this is the hose bracket, so you can wrap the hose around it to keep it all organized and not dangling all over. We'll see if it's actually abused or we just chuck it.
You like the switch you control from inside? Isn't it pulling water? Is there an off switch here?
There was a nozzle on there. The inlet has a nozzle.
That's not right.
This is why we don't read the directions. So when we miss things, we don't feel dumb. We was like, oh,
Hey,
if
to
we
be
read the
fair,
directions.
there was like 3 steps and it's 9 pages long.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's text on every single page.
Yeah, so that's why we didn't read the directions. If we read the directions, we would have felt dumb for missing it, but we didn't read the directions, so there's nothing to feel dumb about.
Yep. That one has no ring in it.
Tight all the way because it moved a whole lot.
This needs to be spun.
Still, is it supposed to be shooting out like that and not like the fan? Or is this because they're on the end, they're supposed to shoot far? Like it's meaning to get out there.
Yeah, like that.
No, I mean, that's why they have it at 15 degrees, because it's supposed to shoot way out there. I guess that's just meant for, like, you know, farming and stuff. Alright, so that was a pretty easy install. We still have to strap it down. We're going to fill it up again, put some actual ground clear, poison, whatever, and then we're going to take it to all these roads up here. He has a driveway that goes around the entire property, or around the entire cabin, and it's completely taken over by grass. So this will hopefully make it a lot better. The last one we had, it just kind of dribbled out. This thing's going like a gallon every minute?
Probably. I mean, we went through 5 gallons right there. On full pressure.
Strong. Like, granted, this is meant for farms, so as you saw, the edges over here were shooting straight down. They're meant to shoot way out there and sprinkle. So it's supposed to be a pretty wide path, but fill this thing up with some poison and get to it. And that is going to be a wrap for today's video. We installed the 4-wheeler sprayer on the back of a side-by-side, and that made it so much easier to hit all of these roads that you saw covered in grass, like completely covered. You can't even see the gravel anymore. Made it a lot easier for him to just back up, hit an area, back up, hit an area. We had a like a trailer one before, like, you know, 2 wheels, and it just drags behind a side-by-side. We had that before, and that didn't work at all. I mean, it worked, but you could only go in straight lines. Anytime you tried to back up, you know, trailers, they go whoosh, so they just get out of the way. That worked out really well, and it was really easy. So definitely recommend that over the trailer one if you have a 4-wheeler or a side-by-side. It'll work on both. You just got to strap it down to a side-by-side's bed. But, and there he is carrying Gatorade. Our hero. There's our hero.
All the way up here for a case of Gatorade.
Yeah. If you like this kind of content, definitely consider subscribing. If you like this video, drop a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions about this install, the product that he got from Tractor Supply, drop a question down below. We'll be happy to answer. If I don't know, I'll ask him. I'll catch you next time. Peace.